Alright, so, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is in drama. I talked about this briefly last stream, but in case you didn't see it, Mr. Beast and Jacksepticeye are having a little bit of a beef. It all started with this clip that went viral on Twitter with 112,000 likes and 31 million views. Someone, Wolfmaster III, posted, Jacksepticeye having beef with Mr. Beast was not on my 2023 bingo card. And, let's take a look at this clip.
Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like Mr. Beast? No. Jack. Oh!
Alright, so as you can see, they're doing a bit of a lie detector test. We have Bill Gates over here hooked up, you know, with some blood pressure testers, some BDSM gear, a DVD player from 2005, some sort of Elgato lighting screen, and an Alienware laptop. I guess this is for one of these three people's channels. They're doing like a lie detector test, and for some reason, Jack Manifold decides to stir the pot a little bit by asking, do you like Mr. Beast? Like, what's the deal? And then Jack's like, no, I don't.
Now, Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like Mr. Beast? No. Jack. Oh! Do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? Yes. Oh! Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun. You just don't think you have fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you have fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know. If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun. Ooh. I thought you were going to get me with that one, didn't you? Who's the YouTuber you hate the most? I don't know. There's a lot of groomers and pedophiles on our platform. Now, Jack, a completely...
True. That is true. There's a lot of groomers and pedophiles on YouTube. So, alright, so he asked him 3 questions. He's like, do you like Mr. Beast? He just says no, which, you know, kind of an open question, right? Then he follows it up by saying, do you think he ruined YouTube? Now, I feel like saying, oh, someone ruined YouTube, like, that's a pretty huge claim. You know, someone ruining an entire website is, like, that's pretty significant. And he's like, yes, like, I think this guy legit ruined YouTube, which I think is a little dramatic. But then he goes on to say that because Mr. Beast blew up and is now the biggest YouTuber, that it changed the culture, and now it's about money and popularity rather than authenticity and having fun doing what you want. Now, before I personally respond to this and give my thoughts on it, I want to just look at Twitter and see what people are saying. So, first thing is that Mr. Beast ended up responding to this clip by saying, so I, quote, ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and sports cars and instead reinvested my money into making content focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people. So I guess this first part is because, like, a lot of the big YouTubers that did blow up on YouTube were, like, you know, your flexing type, the people that, you know, are like Ricegum or Aiden Ross or who else back in the day. I don't know. But a lot of people, what they'll do, are like Sniper Wolf, right? They get a lot of money. They're materialistic. They get like a huge mansion. They get nice cars. They show it off, which, not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, Mr. Beast, he's saying instead of doing that he's actually helping people by putting the money he makes from his videos into charities, and through his videos itself, he's actually giving to people and stuff like that, you know? And he quotes the video saying, if he had fun with the videos, they would be longer. What does that even mean, lol? You think I'd give up every hour of my life for 14 years if I didn't have fun? That is a very good point. And he hits him with the skull emoji too, which is crazy. This clip is insanely disrespectful, IMO, and obviously there's so much I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man. Sigh. Okay, first of all, Mr. Beast typing out sigh is kind of hilarious. Like, whenever I read sigh, you know, kind of on the screen in some text, I always feel like it's some e-dater, some e-couple on Discord.
For every kill you get, I'll give you an ooh.
Alright, bet.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Aw, you're adorable.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like, oh, I was gonna text my kitten, but her internet's out. Sigh. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, you're having that e-sex and, you know, your girl has high ping, so it lags, and you have to ask her to moan again. Like, babe, could you moan again? Sigh. Your Wi-Fi's cutting out, babe. Could you moan again? I don't know. But overall, I think he makes a pretty good point with this, at least. Like, if he had fun, would the videos be longer? First of all, I don't know, like, why Jacksepticeye's requirement of being a YouTuber is like, oh, you have to have fun doing it. Like, what? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, YouTube is a job for a lot of people. A lot of people treat YouTube like a job. They have rigorous schedules. They work hard. You know, they have a committed schedule. They have a work routine. So it's work. It doesn't necessarily have to be fun for everybody. You know, as long as the viewer is entertained, I feel like who fully cares if every creator is having fun? You know what I mean? But beside that, I mean, Mr. Beast, he is having fun. You know what I mean? Like, he's been doing this for 14 years. You know, obviously he's like making millions of dollars, but at the same time, I do think that he is at least having some fun with it. Also, the idea that like, oh, his videos are short, they'd be longer if he was having more fun. Like, his videos videos aren't really that short. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but my videos are shorter than his. I mean, this is 14 minutes. This is almost 19 minutes, 16 minutes, 18 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes. Am I missing something? Or are these videos, they seem pretty long. The shortest video out of all of these was 3 months ago. This was 6 minutes. I just don't really, like, I don't feel like these are short videos. Like, I used to watch TV. I'd watch, like, Teen Titans Go or The Amazing World of Gumball, and those were episodes of 15 minutes. Like, on Cartoon Network, those would air in chunks of 15 minutes. So if we're talking about, like, actual TV shows, I used to think those were long. I used to think 15 minutes just sitting at like, a TV screen watching a show was a long period of time. And MrBeast is doing episodes that are even longer than that. You know, he has super high production value. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, you know, compared to Jacksepticeye, his videos are a lot longer, right? He's doing, like, hours and hours of gaming. But I don't think you can't really compare them, can you? Like, yeah, his is longer, but, like, look at this guy, right? He's just sitting there on his ass, like, playing a video game. There's, like, little to no editing. He's just, you know, playing a video game, which is nothing wrong with that, but I just don't understand, like, because he's putting in work and making high-quality content, like, what? Working is supposed to be less fun, so therefore him not having fun ruins the culture of YouTube because YouTube's supposed to be fun? Like, that just feels like a huge stretch, you know? Like, dude's out there being Mr. Fantastic to make a point. I don't know. It feels weird to me. Now, if we go over here, someone did make the point of, like, MrBeast did tweet that, he's been stressed out over YouTube and stuff like that, which I thought was kind of like, I don't really understand what this has to do with the debate. This was on the night of the streamies, and MrBeast tweeted that he was grinding out YouTube so he couldn't be at the streamies. So he said, in order to upload weekly videos later this year, I've been filming every single day and only have a couple of days off filming between now and the end of the year, and I'm dying mentally. I hope you guys love these videos when they go up. I'm pushing myself to the max to get them done. And then someone compared this tweet with Jacksepticeye saying, I've been doing this for close to 11 years and I still get super giddy and excited by new games all the time. I love video games. So it's like, people are saying, oh, Jacksepticeye is happy and giddy and so hype, and MrBeast is like, oh, I'm dying mentally, you know? So, but I feel like this comparison, again, is just off the fact that, like, MrBeast makes better videos in terms of production value and editing value and that sort of thing. So it's like, to make a better product that has more views and gains you more attention and is just, you know, more entertaining to more people, like, yeah, you're gonna work harder on it. I don't really get this argument, you know? Like, is doing YouTube about having fun? Yeah, to some extent, of course, but, like, if you want to make better content at the altar of stressing yourself out, stress yourself out for a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, if you have 100 million subs, you didn't just get there by being happy and never having any stress. You did that by getting stressed, by getting, you know, locked in, by focused on the grind, by having those sleepless nights where you're writing new videos and you know, geeking out, stressing out, being schizo about your analytics, you know? Like, I'm sorry, that's just how this works. People are saying W Jack. I disagree. I also feel like this was out of nowhere. Like, what, like, I don't know. This just seems like a random beef.
Unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast? No.
Like, I don't understand. Like, this is just such a random thing that's gonna start beef between people, you know? So anyway, that's sort of that. We're gonna take a look at some of the quote tweets to see what other people are responding with. And, yeah, let's take a look at this. This first one here I see is, he's kind of right, TBH. While I think MrBeast does good things, I also think he has a major hero complex and does it for views. Like, for f***'s sake, look at this thumbnail. Okay, this has nothing to do with what Jacksepticeye was saying, and this somehow got, like, 60,000 likes. I don't really think that, like, what is the argument here? You know, that he is helping people. Like, I feel like people on Twitter are so brain rotted that, like, you can see someone doing some nice things, and because, I don't know, Twitter users are so, like, cynical and envious, I guess, which I know is ironic coming from a channel like mine, but, like, they literally see someone doing something, like, actually nice, and they're like, whoa, like, he does it for views, he has a hero complex. Like, what? Like, literally giving to charity is having a hero complex. What is this shit? I feel it's just, like, so dumb. Like, if you record yourself literally giving to charity and then you post a video about it, you have a hero complex. Like, what like, this is some shit, bro. All right, we have Quentin Reviews here saying, the most annoying thing about MrBeast is you can't even have a benign criticism of him without people coming down on you. You can't even be like, I find his content annoying, so I don't watch. People react like you've committed actual blasphemy. No, okay, Quentin, that's not what's happening. And the fact that it's got 70,000 likes blows my mind. You can say that you don't like him because he's annoying. It's like when you start actually trying to criticize his content and you make it seem like you have like a rational, like, super intelligent way or reason for disliking him. It's at that point you're just being dishonest, you know? I wish everybody who didn't like MrBeast would just say, oh, I find him annoying. annoying, or I find him like super polished and mainstream, I'd rather watch someone kind of like low-key and lo-fi, because then you're making it about you and not about him. Because I honestly feel like, looking at MrBeast objectively, like, he makes high quality stuff. That's just a fact, you know? People aren't saying I find his content annoying so I don't watch. They're saying things like, oh, he has a hero complex, he does it for views. It's like dishonest, you know? I feel like if you have a problem with MrBeast, it's not because of him. Okay, we have a transgender communist saying Jacksepticeye W, awesome. I don't know. Like, do you guys see where I'm coming from here? If you don't like MrBeast, that's totally fine. But I feel like for a lot of people, it's just because, like, oh, it's kids content, I don't like kids content, or it's like super, I don't know, it moves, the editing is too fast or something like that. But people try to make it about MrBeast himself, and it always bothers me, because look, man, I know people who know MrBeast personally, and he's only been nice, he's a good guy, he's a good person, and they try to bring it about him as a person to say, like, oh, look at all this nice things he's doing, he's only doing it for views, he's only doing it because he has a hero complex, he's only doing it because he wants to expand his brand, he wants to be like a household name. And I think that's like totally dishonest, you know? It's just crazy. I don't know. What else do we have here? NGL, he ate. Okay. Dude, like, Twitter is so gay. Like, what is this? Like, I'm gonna stop talking about this story when I see like a good take here. I'll unhide MrBeast replies for 20. Okay, that's funny. Oh, okay, so it gets a quick update, unless this is fake. Someone said, we messaged, we're Gucci now. And then Jacksepticeye hits him with the thumbs up emoji. So that's cool. I'm glad they sorted it out, but I don't know. I feel like still, like, people in the replies are being kind of brain dead, if we're being honest. All right, we have Optimus here. I'm gonna read this tweet. It's actually weird because Jacksepticeye is also a YouTube veteran, and he knows damn good and well that MrBeast was not the beginning of this being about money and views, Lamau. Yeah, MrBeast did not start this trend of YouTube being about money and views, okay? You could attribute that to so many other creators. You can attribute that to family channels, to Sniper Wolf, to Logan Paul, to Jake Paul, to Team 10, to Rice Gum. You know what I mean? It was not MrBeast of all people, if we're being totally honest. This is a W Optimus take. I completely agree with this. Let's see. Ultimately, Jack is in the wrong here because he unfollowed me on Twitter, and while MrBeast still follows me, I completely agree with that. That is a fantastic take. So yeah, overall, it's good. I'm glad that they made up and everything, and they're personally chill, but this to me is like, whenever MrBeast gets in any sort of drama at all, people randomly hop on to just see, like, I always had a problem with MrBeast, but I'm glad people hate him now. It's just, I don't know, I think it's kind of whack, but that is the drama currently happening with these two people. If you guys ended up enjoying this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're at all new to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.